Party?
Well, it's personally a disappointing result, but perhaps not expected. This is a terrible night for the Conservative Party, and that's because we haven't delivered on Brexit, and that's what we need to do.
And so Theresa May is now stepping down.
Yes.
Who should lead the party, and what sort of Brexit should they be delivering?
I think the important thing for our party is to honour the referendum result. That is what we must do. Now, I think it's too early for me to have formed an opinion on who should lead the party. Mrs May only resigned on Friday. We will have 2 or 3 weeks where MPs whittle that down to 2 candidates, and then party members will decide which of those 2. So I'll listen carefully to what the different candidates have to say, but I haven't yet made up my mind.
And what are your views with regards to a potential no-deal Brexit?
I would prefer to leave with a deal. I argued this through the European election campaign, but if that's not possible, we have to leave without a deal, because the decision to leave has been taken. The job the House of Commons has to do is to decide how we leave. And if they're not capable of reaching a conclusion, then we leave without the deal. But I prefer not to do that.
Many of the candidates so far have put their names above the parapet and said that potentially they want to go back to Brussels, they want to radically renegotiate the withdrawal agreement, maybe remove the backstop. I mean, this has got until October. It's an international treaty, effectively, with 28 countries. That's not going to happen, is it?
I imagine it will be challenging, but if a candidate wants to say that that's their policy and they get elected on that mandate, then they should try. Clearly, the House of Commons is deadlocked at the moment. The problem, dare I say, is that almost every Conservative MP has voted to leave, either with a deal or without a deal. And almost every Labour MP has not voted to leave, despite being elected 2 years ago at the general election on a manifesto saying they would honour the referendum result. I'm afraid they haven't done that, and they need to decide whether they intend to do so or not.
The rise of the Brexit Party in this region, the results we've seen coming in, is really quite staggering.
It is quite dramatic, not unexpected. My party and the Labour Party said we would honour the referendum result, and we haven't yet found a way of doing that. And that is why Mr Farage is doing so well.
Does that worry you?
It would worry me if we don't deliver on Brexit, but I believe we will do that, and then the need for Mr Farage's new party will cease to exist.
2 seconds, just trying to think. Are you scared that Brexit might not happen?
It's clearly a possibility, but I believe that MPs will be quite shaken by these results, and I think they will get on and deliver Brexit. And I think MPs that don't honour that referendum result will be in difficulty at the next general election.
There's also, certainly in this region, there's quite a surge of Green Party and Lib Dem as well.
Yes.
They're very standing on overtly anti-Brexit platforms. The Lib Dems' slogan is bollocks to Brexit. Does that tell you something about how the voters feel as well?
Well, I think a lot of Labour voters, completely disenchanted with their party's ambiguous approach, deserted Labour. Some voted Lib Dem, some voted Green, in the same way that a lot of Conservative voters deserted us and voted for the Brexit Party. To be honest, I'm not that bothered about what happened to Labour voters. There's nothing I can do about that. But I want to bring back those Conservative voters back into the fold. I want to deliver on Brexit.
Brilliant. Thanks very much.